Okay, so this is the 10th touchdown of the Wealth Transfer Initiative. And my name is Lauren Nino, and I am here with Marco Zubeta.
Yes.
Okay, good. And go ahead.
Well, we are talking about the both sides. Both sides. In one hand, we have a problem with techno determinism, and in the other hand, we have wishful thinking, right?
Yeah.
And both are extremes that don't solve, that will not solve the problems that we are experiencing. And pandemics cause a lot of problems, mostly at psychological level,
Hmm.
and cause a lot of solutions, accelerate the solutions, and it becomes a catalyzer for solutions at technological level. So we are approaching a very interesting and paradoxical time.
Mm.
In one hand, we have accelerated solutions, and in the other hand, we have a situation where people don't know what is next, and they are paralyzed in trying to find out a way to, you know, they purpose their intentions, their lifestyles, and everything. So it is important because it allows that people could change a lot, and
Hmm.
that is really important. Uh, we can see that some people are getting back to work and getting back to normal, the old normal, and that is a big problem. It is not something desirable, and we need a face.
That would be wishful thinking, I believe.
Yeah, we need a phase shift, you know,
Uh-huh.
and to understand the pandemics as a portal from a stage where we as humanity was based on a predatory behavior
Hmm.
and extractivism and anthropocentrism to a new era where we could understand uh, biocentrism and an holistic view of life, and of course a symbiotic approach in our, in our behavior, not only related to life or the planet, but also related the the artificial intelligence and the robots. Because
Bienvenido, Konka.
yes, Konka,
Oh, hello, hola, people there.
Now,
Hello.
Konka, you're in Bolivia, right? With
Right, La Paz.
Marco?
Correct.
yes,
And Marco is in Cochabamba and myself in La Paz.
Okay. Okay.
And yourself?
I am outside of Paris, France.
Oh, nice. Ooh la
Yeah.
la.
Está bien.
you have a very cozy weather over there, right?
Weather?
Yes,
Yeah.
El
I mean,
tiempo? Yeah.
France is, it is not a country that experiment extreme weather.
No,
No,
they
it's
do. They do. They have very hard winters and hot.
consistently mediocre.
Yeah.
That's why people are not happy here. They're always a little frustrated because it's always cloudy and almost never
Okay.
sunny.
Ah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. We have here in Cochabamba the best climate ever, and then we are complaining a lot because we have 6 degrees Celsius. That is not possible. It's too cold.
We're below zero here. We're 4 degrees below zero here in La Paz.
Yeah, and what happened with Russian people that lives in Siberia, right?
Yeah.
So we were just talking, we were kind of, the theme of today so far has been kind of like techno determinism versus wishful thinking. And sometimes those two can even merge. Like I've heard a lot of people asking, how do we scale, even like assuming we know what we're doing on a small scale of like 10 people. Like I don't even see 10 people being able to have a good conversation. I'm not quite sure how we would even scale it. We don't even know what we're doing.
Yes, that is because I think that a problem is that uh, we we are experiencing a shift in our perception, and then because online is becoming the medium of the communication, uh, so we are losing human touch, and that is terrible
Mhm.
because young people are afraid to be in contact with other young people and to kiss each other, to hug each other. And they are losing that incredible and amazing experience that is to love each other, right? In the way that we used to do and other generation used to do. So uh, that is something very, very dangerous for us because it is like we are in a process of zombification in some way. But at the same time, I could see very young people that are truly truly geniuses. You mean in art, in poetry, in technology, science, etc. And then it is very, very interesting to see how young are those geniuses. So it is a very complex time where we could see a lot of extremes. You see, people that are extremely smart and people that become extremely dumb too, because the zombification process.
Well, that's an interesting theory, a zombification.
Yeah, and I think that it happens mostly in industrialized countries. Oh, here.
Konka, it's nice to see you.
Hi, yeah. Hey, I
Te
wanted just to
veo.
go a little bit. Yeah, I was in the garden. Now I'm a little bit here, getting some in the living room. It's kind of cold out there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, but on the other hand, the fact that the technology allows us to communicate with each other and from the distance, the fact that we're now talking with Paris and Bolivia and stuff, and in real time, and being able to get together not just conversations but also ideas, efforts, initiatives, intentions. So I guess it comes in double way. And as you were saying also, there's very smart people, every time smarter, but also there's the education and interest in the youth for more knowledge is also going down. So maybe yes, maybe we're going to extremes, too intelligent and too non-intelligent, or too I don't know, cult, and people with less culture, they don't want to read anymore, they don't want to listen to music. The music is becoming so poor. Same with the expressions with this TikTok and stuff. It's all there's part of this zombification that you're saying. So yeah, and on the other hand, there's a new humanity raising up with new ideas, with new intentions. Stop. What do you think?
Well, I want to hear what is like in France. What do you see in France? I was asking, uh, how is the landscape in France?
The landscape. I live in the countryside, and so it's mainly farms here and
No, I
horses.
mean the human landscape.
Oh, the human landscape. How do I answer that?
Uh, or
Timothy.
maybe I'm expressing that. I mean, how do you see the the way that people are behaving in general? Talking about the meaningful relationship between people.
This is sort of sidestepping your question and answering what I feel like talking about. But I was having a conversation with my African husband yesterday. He's from Niger, and during the pandemic, we think about if things get extreme, people in France won't know how to relate to each other. If anything, if there's any kind of dysfunction, if the water turns off or anything like that, people will freak out and go crazy and not know what to do, and it will be awful. Where he's from in Niger, they're so used to things stopping that they can handle a lot more dysfunction and and not freak out about it
Mhm.
like we do here in France. So I think that's just something to kind of keep in mind. I think that, probably in Bolivia, people have a lot more resilience and um, can handle things a lot better than in France or the United States. I don't know. It's just my.
Yeah, interesting because people, you see, if someone uh, is quite ill and have a cold, all people will disappear immediately from there because they think that he has COVID, for example, right? Uh, yeah, and yeah, I think that the global processes that are affected with pandemics and with ecological breakdown are affecting uh, badly the behavior of the people. And it is something that could be worse in time because it allows the authoritarian regimes to establish uh, easily because people don't have a way to unite, to organize, because they are, in a individual race to survive. Uh, it appears that we will have a lot of authoritarian regimes, and it means a cut in the human rights, and that is something to worry.
I just thought I'd bring this up. I've been, kind of, as I think it's likely that a lot more regimes will be, democracies will be falling. And, I just think a strategy is to create a movement that is, um, that has a sort of energetic signature that is similar, that is kind of multi-sensory.
Mhm.
So say for example, the iPhone, they built a brand that was um, that as soon as you feel the iPhone, as soon as you touch it in your hands, it's like a certain weight, and it feels a certain way. So it's like that's a first kind of step of a multi sensory brand. That's not just a logo, but I'm wondering if we could design a movement to have a certain energetic signature, a certain brand that also surpasses a logo or slogans or something like that. That's like you see it and the quality of it, maybe the artistic quality or the feeling it evokes is the same, and that's a way that you don't have to unite people. It's almost like a hashtag movement where someone can add their content to a hashtag without organizing it from the top down. So I just thought I'd throw that idea out there. I've been developing that for quite a while.
Yes, I agree. We need to go deep, uh, related myths and metaphors. A powerful metaphor could make wonders, right? And then we need to understand how the people could be moved by tackling approaches, mostly artistic approaches. I think that art is our savior in a lot of ways. For example, let's say that remember the song Jerusalem last time? Hello?
I don't remember that song.
At the end of our meeting, I put a video, I share a video,
A dance video.
a
Oh, I
dance
do
video.
remember that. It was a little, it didn't work so well. It was hard. There were some technical problems, but I remember that dance video.
Okay, okay. So you have, for example, that very, very emotive way to show hope in a dance, in a choreography. And in the other hand, we choose a thriller, Michael Jackson, Zombies. Okay, so when we put these two, one opposite the other, we are representing what is the trend in our zeitgeist. You know what I mean? Zeitgeist. Yeah. And then,
Like,
uh, yeah. So we need this kind of uh, renewing of our language. I think that we need to recover very old um, words that is powerful enough to evoke our long memory. I used to read some books about ASEAN philosophy, and they have, for example, a theory about the Akashic records. You know what I mean? Akashic records. So we have, as humanity, we have a long memory, and it is printed in our DNA. And I think that we could go deep on this because um, we have a time that has very, very challenging uh, problems. And then it is not, these challenging problems has not easy solutions. We need to go very deeper on this.
right.
I am reading a book that is very, very powerful in that sense, not because they show that let's say the new way to understand, but um, Toyman, who is the author, at least you know uh, is taking care about the most important theories, cultural theories, and religious theories that is you know in the subconscious mind of everybody. I will share my screen to show you if you allow me.
I think you should be able to without me allowing you.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Are you see my screen?
I can't see your screen.
It is this is named Techno Vedanta, right?
I can't see anything.
Ah, okay. Now we are. Nothing?
Now I see it. Yeah.
See the title is very pretentious, you know. Internet architecture of a quasi-conscious web mind, a panpsychic theory of everything.
Right.
And when you see the contents, you will see something like this kind of chapters, the title of the chapters,
Mm-hmm.
and this give you a breeze of the contents of that book. Uh, this book, as you can see here, has 5,000 pages, and it is only the first tome because it has this second one. Let's see, this other. Yeah, that is because I was reading that. This is the second book of
Okay.
this, and you will see the contents here. It's very, very complex, but very, very interesting at the same time because, as I said, it is a complex work, and we need not easy solutions, but um, very, very global approaches to solve. It is not something that has a solution that remains on monetary system or to pay on universal uh,
Oh, Marco,
pay.
I want to be in a book club with you.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I said I want to be in a book club with you.
What? ¿Qué dice?
Ella dice que quisiera prestarse libros tuyos.
No worries. You just ask me for a book, and I will send you what do you imagine.
Yeah,
That is
it
that
looked
is
like
my thing.
it looked like
Send
a
us.
fascinating book. I like chapter 13. It was like um the magic of technology versus the technology of magic. That's what I want to read.
Yes, yes. And that he has amazing ways to mix subjects and to find relationships where people didn't realize that they could be linked, you know, and it's
Mhm.
this amazing. It is a very interesting discovery for me. I used to read his posts on Facebook, but not his book, and he was very, very gentle to send me both and I am really enjoying right now. At the same time, we are trying to understand the book of Skylar Tibbetts. Skylar Tibbetts is one of the most advanced engineers at MIT, and he is working on 4D impression, not
Wow.
3D, but 4D. It means that he's working on embedded, intelligent, embedded code in the materials. So when you print out the materials, then it will perform a conformation by themselves without you doing nothing. Let's say that you print just a string, and then you splash a little water on it, and the string will become a chair by itself. Yes, as magic.
What? That's
Well, the
Yes,
magic
yes.
of technology, because he's using materials that are able to replicate, but not in a chaotic way. You can program these materials to behave in a way that you want it to behave. And that's what he's doing. Like, even he can plant a base of a stair, and the stair will just replicate and will go up. It's yeah, it's very amazing things.
wow.
Yeah, yeah, it's incredible. He is one of the most innovative persons that I know. He's also trying to find out a way to create an I don't know how to say that, a sensor in English.
Yeah.
The sensor, yeah.
Yeah, to the sky, you know, in order to meaning
Stairs,
asteroids, to
stairs,
the
yeah,
stars, to
stairs,
the
like
stars.
a elevator, a
A
material
big,
elevator, so it could bring you up to the moon or wherever.
yeah, a big elevator that allows us to jump to next asteroid and to do mining on it.
Wow. It's like the great glass elevator.
And you know that his theories is not about it appears like science fiction, but it is not. All that he is talking uh, has a proof of concept and is in current development. It is something that is real right now. So that is why we choose to invite him, and we'll have his support or his talk. I mean, his talk index FAB 16. It will be on August 16 at fab16.org. That is the site where we have this meeting. It will be with another experts talking about these core issues. And one of the persons that I really admire that will be over there too is Kim Stanley Robinson. He's a science fiction author, and he write this book, which is named The Ministry for the Future. You know, and this book is amazing because it is based on actual facts. It is based on the situation of the planet, but they extrapolate a future situation and decides that it is needed to create a ministry of that take cares of the situation of the future generations and to do advocacy of the rights of the future generations. So that is what he called the ministry for the future. And we have a crazy idea to create a group of rock makers and hardcore scientists that could be the basis, the base of this ministry, you know,
Mhm.
because as you know, in just 1 month ago, there were two activists that goes with a very big book on the International Tribune of La Haye in um, looking for uh, to add ecocide the ecocide crime as a crime against the planet and the humanity, and it needs to be on the competence of the international tribunal, you know.
Mhm.
So we are experiencing macro shifts, and I could say that um, we need to reinforce the way that we take care of the planet, and it is needed to rethink institutions and law and ethics, and these approaches, both from the eco activists and Kim Stanley Robinson's, shows a way to do so.
Okay, I'll read the book.
Yes, I have a library. I could sell you.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah, you should make a
I'm
list of
his
your books.
promoter. I'm his promoter.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So, it just seems to me like Vinicius somehow is gathering these extra interesting, super productive people. It just feels like that to me. Um, Maybe it's just who I've met so far, but everyone here has been extraordinary thus far.
Yes, you need to know. Do you know Tiberius?
I do.
Yeah, he's a smart maker and very powerful. Uh, you know, but he's understand very core issues in a way that it is very important. For example, about the value process,
Hmm.
and then it that is something that is at core of a new way to organize people, because uh, mostly we have to speed up from volunteer, but it is needed to take into account the labor and the way that peer-to-peer works, you know. So how we could understand value accounting, for example,
Right.
and he is trying to understand this, and he writes a lot about that. So I think that he will be here today. Uh, and then, of course, it will be a foundation for a lot of organizations that we are trying, that are on the same page, trying to fix some things in the world.
Hmm.
And that is very crucial, I think, how to how to process value.
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. And I'm gonna be need to go in just a minute or two because I have a parent teacher meeting.
Okay.
So,
I
um,
don't have, or I have, I don't know, your email. I have. Yes, it's in the list of the mail that we received. Okay, I will send you a couple of books that what we comment right today. So we could comment later about that.
yeah, I would love that. And I'd also what I'm really, really interested in right now is seeing what innovations each group has come up with that we could adopt and give credit for. Um, because I feel like we're all developing things in our silos, and if we did more sharing of these innovations, we could increase the knowledge capacity of each organization by like 10 or 100 times and all be smarter at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot to say about that, but maybe it will take a lot. It will take some time. But in short, I could say that we're working for an open source symbiotic economy.
Mhm.
That is an emergent idea to create a paradigm, a new paradigm, beyond a circular economy, for example. And because of that, what we need in order to create this new is to share open source designs. But when I said open source designs, I'm talking about essential designs that is needed in order first to survive, then to become self-sufficient, and after that to become um, um, the abundance that we need to understand as a mindset, because all the situation of artificial scarcity and all the situation about uh, scarcity in general is it is only a mindset. We need to overcome that mindset, and to understand that we have infinite possibilities to create a life of abundance and a thriving life and full of everything that we need as humans. So that is a lot. That is big to talk, and I think that it could be an issue to talk in another touchdown.
Sounds good. So Marco, I've made you host, and so I'll need to go in just a couple minutes. So then I can go, and you can continue on if you want to, or you can leave.
Eh, yeah, I think that we're going to coordinate some things because we are working with Konka too, with this event, Fab 16, and we're going to stay here a little bit more, and then maybe next Friday, right? It's every Friday, right? Okay.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. It was very nice to talk with you and to meet you and as a face. It's good to get to know people like who we are. We had to see sometimes who we are. And so my salutes, my greetings from La Paz, Bolivia, and I'm looking forward to see you again. Okay.
Encantada, Konka y Marco.
Mucho, mucho gusto.
Wonderful. Okay.
Okay.
Muchas gracias, que tengas un lindo día entonces, que tengas un lindo fin de semana.
Have a nice weekend. Okay. And nice meeting with the teacher.
Y gracias por los libros.
Oh, con gusto.
Good.
Chao.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye. Entonces, Marquito, ¿qué ondas? ¿Qué más? Interesante. ¿Estás ahí todavía?
Sí, sí, sí.
Ya. ¿Estás ahorita de anfitrión porque va a venir más gente? No.
No, sabes que eso está siendo grabado, ¿no? Entonces,
Ya.
quizás los temas que estamos necesitando hablar
Ya.
son más del Green Fab y tal.
Internos, correcto.
No, sí,
Correcto.
entonces, nada, ojalá que podamos tener una sesión en donde podamos coincidir con el método Psicolab que tiene ella que te voy a pasar. Él le ha mandado por correo, pero al parecer no estás todavía en la lista de Vinicius, entonces le voy a decir que te agregue más bien para que así te lleguen los materiales que está compartiendo Vinicius,
Ok, perfecto, gracias.
¿ya?
Este es otro grupo, ¿correcto? Ya, yo voy a estar atento, entonces, si quieres pasamos a otra conversación. Y nada, pues muchas gracias por esta invitación.
Ya, sabes que yo voy a terminar un par de cositas escritas, porque ahora a
Claro.
las 4 tengo reunión con ¿cómo se llama? Con la amiga de
Ah,
Canadá,
la Raquel,
con Raquel, sí, y
ya,
con Monique, ¿no?
ok,
Entonces estoy escribiendo la carta
ya,
y más o menos eso de las 2 nos reuniremos para que me ayudes a refinar un poquito, a ver en detalle qué
ya.
cosas podemos corregir de esa carta.
Seguro, claro que sí, con gusto.
¿Sí?
Me llamas entonces, ya, en cuanto estés libre o ya dispuesto para eso, ¿ya? Yo voy a
Ok,
estar aquí. Un
listo.
abrazo.
Nos
Gracias.
despedimos. Adiós a todos.
Papá.
Bye bye.
Gracias.